YouTube, how we doing, family? It's your boy, yo! And this is another episode of the Ballpark Show. I go through every MLB game every day and try and narrow it down to the plays that I personally see the most value in. Today's Tuesday, July 29th. I have 3 games and 4 props at the end, so stick around. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. Recapping yesterday, we cashed our highlighted play of the day. We took the Los Angeles Dodgers laying 1.5 runs in Cincinnati against the Cincinnati Reds. I thought it was a really good spot for LA. Light matchup against Chase Burns and their ace on the mound in Yamamoto. The Dodgers offense finally showed up and they won the game 5-2. We're now 15-10 on all highlighted plays with a lot of plus money, but we're just getting started. Let's get back in that win column and start a streak today. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. In our first matchup of the evening, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks in Detroit taking on the Detroit Tigers. Tigers are minus 147 on the money line, and the total is 8.5 runs. On the mound, we have Brandon Pfaadt going for Arizona, and we have Casey Mize going for Detroit. On paper, this is a pretty sizable pitching mismatch. Mize comes in with a 3.4 ERA, a 9-4 record, and the better expected numbers. Pfaadt currently has a 4.76 ERA, and his expected numbers suggest regression. If we're going based on the numbers, Detroit does have the clear advantage, but this is a situation where you have to use your eyes opposed to analytics. Mize just got shelled by the Pirates of all teams, and the Tigers offense hasn't been showing up. They now rank 25th in the league from behind the plate over the last 30 days. Pfaadt has started to find his rhythm over the last few games, so if you're giving me a nice plus money price with the D-backs, I have to take it. We're taking the Diamondbacks on the money line. We can find this one for plus 123 odds as our first selection. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Philadelphia Phillies in Chicago taking on the Chicago White Sox. On the mound, we have Jesus Luzardo going for Philly, and we have Jonathan Cannon going for Chicago. This is a really even pitching matchup. Cannon currently has the lower ERA, but Luzardo has the slightly better expected numbers. When I look at these lineups over the last 30 days, their offenses have been comparable as well. The Phillies do rank slightly higher, but the White Sox have scored more runs per game over that span. Then when I look at the bullpens, Chicago has a slightly better pin. Analyzing this game, I see it as more of a coin flip, so if you're giving me plus 147 on one side, I have to take that. We're actually getting even money with the run line since everyone's on Philly, so we're taking the White Sox plus the 1.5 runs as our next selection. Let's move. In our last and final matchup, we have the Texas Rangers in Los Angeles taking on the Los Angeles Angels. Angels are minus 128 on the money line, and the total is 9 runs. On the mound, we have Patrick Corbin going for Texas, and we have Yusei Kikuchi going for LA. This is another really good pitching matchup. Both starting pitchers have low ERAs and solid expected numbers. I will say Kikuchi has been exceptional at home, and that's impressive considering Angels Stadium is pretty hitter-friendly. The Rangers do have the advantage in both their lineup and bullpen, but I also think the Angels are favorites for a reason. Similar to how I analyzed the Blue Jays game yesterday, I have to go based off of what I expect moving forward. I don't see this Rangers offense staying top 5 in the league, and it's spots like this where we should see some regression. I know it's not fun trusting this Angels offense, but I think they show up today in a big way. We're taking the Angels on the money line as our highlighted selection of the evening. All right, guys, let's get into the props. I need to get back in that win column today. First, we're taking Ketel Marte of the Arizona Diamondbacks to get 2 or more bases. He's top 10 in the league in hard contact, has a high swing rate, and I love the matchup against Mize. Next, we're taking Ben Rice of the New York Yankees to get 2 or more bases. He's been quiet in terms of getting on the board, but he's still getting those barrels. I think he hits a timely home run tonight. Next, we're taking Kyle Stowers of the Miami Marlins to get 1 run or RBI. We've cashed with them before, and we're going back to the well. The Marlins offense stays with a man on base, and Stowers is a guy that capitalizes, usually with the extra base hit. Last but definitely not least, we're taking James Wood of the Washington Nationals to get 2 or more bases. This guy's one of the best home run hitters in the league as a rookie. He's been quiet over the last few games, but I expect at least 2 tonight. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Sorry for the late upload. I'll be back with an early episode tomorrow. We're now 15-10 on all highlighted plays. Let's keep that momentum rolling and get back in that win column today. I appreciate your support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, yo! And until the next one, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.